Hello kiddos, I am pretty excited about what we're gonna make. We are making moon rocks, and so you are going to need the baggie full of white powder. That is, I think the baggie says moon rocks. It has already been pre-measured. You have 1 cup of baking soda. So grab the baggie. You are gonna need your silver glitter. There is a tiny little jar that says black food coloring. Get your black food coloring, and I have a bottle of water here. You just need tap water, and you either need something to stir with or you can use your hands. You need like a tablecloth or something to lay out. So we're gonna make moon rocks by, start with a bowl. I'm using like a pottery bowl that Madeline made. She probably wouldn't like me using it, but I do have a nice good bowl. You can use a paper bowl if you want to, but this will wash out everything that you put in it. The food coloring will wash out, it's not paint. Your parents probably don't like you using very much glitter, but hopefully we'll keep it in the rocks. Okay, so you're gonna start with your food coloring and you're gonna dump it. Be careful because that powder just came up and it can make you cough and sneeze and all kinds of stuff. It's like smoke. All right, the next thing you're gonna do, and I didn't measure mine out, you have a plastic cup with silver glitter. You're gonna put that in. I am going to use, I just randomly have a Sharpie here. I'm just stirring it. I'm just mixing in all the glitter. Ooh, this is gonna make quite a bit. So the rocks will have to harden overnight. This is like a baking soda kind of dough. Put a little extra glitter in and I'll make sure I give you guys some extra. So with this, if you let it go overnight, one of the fun things is later, once it's hardened, if you want to, you can make it an exploding or fizzing, I don't know that it actually explodes, but a fizzing or exploding moon rock, which I will come back and do on a later video after mine has hardened. All right, so I've got that. I wanna take a measuring cup, and I had one because that's what I measured my baking soda in, and I'm gonna get my water. I have to put my glasses on for this because I can't see. Do you like my new glasses? They're kind of silly. My son said I look like Miss Frizzle, and I am okay with that. All right, so I have 1 cup of baking soda, and I'm gonna use 1/4 of a cup of water. Now, you gotta measure like a scientist, which means that when I measure the 1/4 cup, I wanna eyeball it on an even line and make sure that it is exactly even on that 1/4 cup line because I don't want it to be overmixed, all right? So let's see, I'm gonna grab, actually, give me just a second. I'm gonna grab a spoon. There's one right here next to me and it's pretty and it's purple and I don't know why I didn't have it to begin with. All right, so I'm gonna sift through here again. I've got all my glitter mixed and I'm gonna add just a little bitty bit of water. I'm not gonna pour the whole thing. I probably put like a teaspoonful, and then I'm gonna start to stir. So I'm gonna stir, 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 stir. I'm gonna get little chunks. I can see chunks of things forming together in here. I'm gonna get a little bit more. I'm gonna stir again. So I got it. And I'm stirring, and I'm stirring, and I'm stirring, and here we go, around and around. I'm getting little balls of clay. So I stir, oh, and the glitter looks so cool. All right, I'm gonna put a little bit more in. There we go. I still have some more in my cup, but I'm putting more in. Now, here in just a minute, I'm gonna dump the rest in. Here, let you see me mixing. I like to dig down with my spoon, make sure that I get it all mixed in off the bottom and everything. And so now I'm gonna tap off my spoon. I haven't put all of it in there, but when I put my hand in, I'm starting to get where I have clumps and it actually feels really cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and pour the rest of it in there, and while, now that that cup is empty, I'm really gonna get my hands in there. So I like to use my hands to get in and mix stuff, and as I do, I really like the look of just the sparkle. We haven't added any food coloring whatsoever yet. It feels nice and cold. You should be able to form a ball that sticks together. If it's not quite sticking together, you might have to add just a little more water. I am now gonna pour just a little bit of water in my cup to have it. I've made a mess on my hands, and I should have opened my food coloring before I did, but I am gonna take my food coloring and take this cap off. Oh, this is brand new. You guys, you won't be brand new. All right, let's see. Don't use a knife like this. Miss Melanie breaks rules. All right, I got it off. Now, the food coloring is a thicker food coloring. I'm gonna use the end of my spoon. I've got a big old glob, which is what you have in your kit. I'm just putting it in the middle, and I'm really getting ready to make a great big mess because I'm gonna stick my whole hand in here, all right? So I'm mixing, and I'm getting black all over me. Isn't that fun to get that? I love to make messes. I'm really getting in here, and I'm mixing that around, and my hands are turning black, and I am okay with that. All right, I'm gonna get that off my hands. Actually, I'm gonna pour a little bit of the water in my hands. Oh, that's probably too much, and I'm gonna rub them together. Oh my gosh, you guys, look. And then I'm gonna get in there with that dough and mix, mix, mix. All right, now I have a tablecloth down. I'm gonna turn this out onto the table. So there you can see my big puddle on the table. You can see my very messy moon rock hand. And I'm gonna keep working this into a dough. So again, that extra, putting it in my hand, putting it on here. Now, it's not gonna be a dough like like Play-Doh or feel anything like that. It should feel, if you've ever bought moon sand, like in a kit, that's what it should feel like. All right, so what you do is once you've got it to where a big clump will stick together, I'm gonna move my water. Oh, I didn't even get it all out of my bowl. I guess I could do that. I'm gonna make multiple moon rocks, and the way I'm gonna make moon rocks is I'm just gonna pick up handfuls and I'm gonna clump them together. If you have a cookie sheet, line it with parchment paper or tin foil or something like that. I'm just gonna leave mine on the tablecloth, but I'm gonna make myself some moon rocks. These will have to dry likely overnight, and then after they've had time to dry, you can click on the next video and I will show you how to make them exploding moon rocks. Now we're gonna have a real big problem here because I need to turn off the camera, but my hands are disgusting. I wonder if Siri would turn the camera off. Let's try it. Hey Siri, stop my camera. Siri doesn't listen to me. I'm gonna try it one more time. Hey Siri, shut off my camera. It's not working. I guess I'll touch it with my dirty fingers, and I will see you guys soon for exploding moon rocks. So moon rocks, they're drying. When we come back for another video, you can make them explode. Leave these overnight. Go wash your hands.